going over these sanding sponges and what they're used for, what I like about them, and just why actually I think they're probably one of the greatest inventions to hit the painting industry or market, whatever you want to call it. And this is one of my favorite things that we found whenever we first started using them. Basically all it is, just to give you an overview of what it is, it's just a little sponge, and you can see as I compress that sponge, it can take any shape that I want it to. So this comes in really good for moldings, as you can imagine. I'll show you what the box looks like. This is the box that we get. This is made by 3M, which I always love 3M products. They're like geniuses who work there. And this isn't sponsored by 3M or anything, just really like their products. And this one's been kind of used today, but this is what they look like brand new. So you can see the difference there. The one on your left side is really worn out, and I've used that one. And this one's just brand new out of the box. But out of the box, they're pretty stiff, but you can see this one compresses pretty good. This one just kind of needs to be worn in a little bit. I always get the fine too, but if you look at the box right there, it says fine on it. And that's what we're going for, fine finish. So let me show you real quick how this can wrap around moldings. First, I'll show you this shoe molding. So this is a shoe molding. We got a miter on the edge there. And when I push against it to sand it, you can see how it just hugs it and keeps it tight the whole time I'm using it. And hopefully one day YouTube incorporates feel through the screen, because the difference between what I sanded right here and what is original here is night and day. This piece of molding right here, you can see the details in it. This is actually called a cradle. This goes on the bottom of crown moldings. And as I push this in here, you can see how it hugs it, how it pushes in there. So it's making contact with every detail of that millwork, and it's gonna make it really smooth. But you can see why this is one of my favorite things here, because it just makes it so much easier. Before this, you'd have to take a piece of sandpaper and kind of fold it different ways, maybe wrap it around there, and you weren't really always making contact with the material. With this, you know for sure if you're pushed up against it and it's compressed, you're good, and it'll wrap around just about anything. So let's take this 2 3/4 inch cabinet crown molding, and I'll show you how easy it is to use this. Now with this kind of molding, it kind of depends if you'll be able to like push it in and get every surface. Maybe on some moldings you can, but what you can also do with these is push them in like that and kind of sand the molding in sections. So you can see I'm in that cove right there, and I'm getting everything inside of that cove. Then I can come up to this groove here and get everything in there and just kind of work my way across this whole molding. And what's great about these, I can have confidence that I sanded every detail in here. So when you go and put your primer on, or actually your final coat of paint, you know, if you have some imperfection, that's a pretty big deal. And it can be frustrating to have to go back, try to sand underneath your top coat and then like float it out and prime. It just gets weird. So having this just, you know, confidence that this is going to sand everything, and the finish on them, if you have never tried one, I really recommend just go to your wherever you buy your painting gear, your painting tools, and just buy 1 or 2 of these in the fine grit and just give it a shot. Do some feel test, like feel the material before, sand it down with one of these, and then feel how smooth it is after. You will be blown away. Anytime we prime, we use these. So like I'm making this sample today for a customer, and this is like a door header sample, and I just primed this, and now I'm going to go over and sand it, and I'll be able to, with this sponge here, sand all the little grooves of this crown, this chamfered edge here. It'll just wrap around it. So it comes in handy really for a lot of applications. But that's a quick rundown on these 3M sanding sponges. I'm pretty sure, actually I don't know if any other companies make them, at least not where we are here in our region. But 3M sanding sponges, I'll put a link in the description if you want to get them on Amazon or anything like that. But that's what they are, and they are ultimate super fine finish. So hopefully that answers the questions we've been getting on our, like a lot of our wainscoting videos. You'll see us just going to town with these. But thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something about these sanding sponges. I highly recommend these if you're getting into painting of trim work or anything really. Like if you're gonna paint furniture, anything, just knocking those details down with this and getting where the sandpaper can't. These are perfect for that. So thanks so much for watching, and we will catch y'all in the next video. Take care.